on Blake Lively's claim that she was allegedly harassed by this guy when they shot the movie It Ends With Us, a film about domestic violence. And was Justin didn't harass Blake. Blake was interested in wresting control of this movie away from Justin, the director and the producer. She was just an actress in it, to the point where this guy was in the basement at his own movie's premiere. And that what in fact happened was you guys were the ones out there generating negative press against Justin. You guys, the ones who were trying to ruin Justin at the Reynolds penthouse in Manhattan, where Ryan Reynolds allegedly bullied Justin so badly that a Sony representative, and her biggest takeaway was it was so nasty. There's just so much more to the story, and the media's already like self-flagellating. Oh, we were too mean to Blake. And now you see text messages from Blake Lively comparing herself. She's the mother of Dragon Game of Thrones, that she too has her dragons, Ryan Reynolds and Taylor Swift, Brian Friedman alleges is, and that they are powerful advocates for her. You'll go along or I'll unleash my dragons on you, you loser who no one's ever heard of.
I can't believe neither side is like giving in. They're like digging in further.
It's going to be like the kind of lawsuit that is full of evidence, documents, which prove exactly what she did to take over the movie and used her PR people to try and destroy Justin. And we're carefully considering other people that will be sued also. Ryan Reynolds, for sure.
Baldoni is the one initiating the offensive. He created a website with 168 pages of papers and text. The latest Hollywood adaptation of the best-selling novel It Ends With Us was anticipated to be a heartwarming success. Instead, it has become an unanticipated media frenzy. Reviewers and spectators alike are calling the already released Blake Lively film, which was directed by Justin Baldoni, a flop. The problem is made worse by the lawsuits that Lively and Baldoni are engaging in against each other. Rumor has it that Lively might be going to jail, and a gag order that would have prevented public mudslinging has been flatly denied. The problem gets so out of control that it can overwhelm the drama on TV when you include a New York Times expose that some people believe unfairly singles out Baldoni. Baldoni's recent creation of a website with amazing papers and text messages supporting his claims has only served to stoke this Hollywood fire. How did we get here, and is there any chance left for this futile endeavor? The news that It Ends With Us, a book known for its powerful emotional themes, will be adapted thrilled many. It looked like a dream team effort when the announcement was first made. Justin Baldoni, who is commended for his sympathetic directing style, and Blake Lively, whose fame on the red carpet usually eclipses her on-screen character. There was optimism that Lively could manage the novel's serious subject matter, even if some commentators lambasted her for being a C-class actor in a role that called for a more nuanced performance. After all, Baldoni has a track record of turning heartfelt tales into successful ventures. But soon after, there were stories of contradictory visions. Baldoni wanted an honest, passionate rendition that stuck to the book. Lively purportedly adds sparkle and comedic flair, while advocating for a more mainstream approach. No one could have predicted that ordinary, creative arguments would become the catastrophe that is unfolding before the globe today. The first indications of difficulty came when on-set sources revealed tension over comedy rewrites. Although Lively allegedly provided humor and glitzy design, Baldoni was adamant about preserving the book's integrity, which was filled with introspection and painful passages. Novel readers were incensed by leaked images of Lively dressed in pricey apparel that went against the story's depressing tone. Soon after, rumors started to circulate. One person's comedic tendencies shouldn't dominate the novel's core, according to Baldoni. While Lively felt excluded and said she wasn't included in key decision-making, most believed the film may suffer, but few foresaw the resulting legal problems. Both fans and industry insiders were taken aback by the extent of Justin Baldoni's defamation lawsuit against Blake Lively. He said that Lively spread false information about his directing style, depicting him as a tyrant who excluded her from any creative input. In addition to harming his career, Baldoni believed that these charges hurt the film's chances at the box office. In contrast to the typical Tinseltown defamation action, Baldoni's lawsuit was more spectacular. By demanding hefty damages, he made it plain that he would not put up with unfavorable reports. Following that, Lively retaliated by filing her own complaint against Baldoni, claiming that he had harassed her on set and prevented her from realizing her full potential. Suddenly, instead of being a dispute, this became a full-fledged legal war. Despite the escalating legal problem, the studio went ahead and released the film. Many fans had the chance to evaluate whether the adaptation was able to capture any of the novel's emotional resonance. The choice? A deep sense of disappointment. Critics faulted the film for having an uneven tone that contrasted with the book's unadorned issues. It was a surprising combination of inappropriate laughing and sorrowful confessions. The box office numbers further demonstrated the film's lack of appeal. Everyone was left wondering, were creative issues the reason the movie was doomed before it even had a chance? Advertising efforts were overshadowed by stories about the court conflict between Baldoni and Lively. The film now acts as a cautionary tale, offering shameful proof that on-screen accidents are often the result of turmoil behind the scenes. In a last-ditch attempt to avoid the public mudslinging, one side, whom insiders believe was Lively's team, asked for a gag order to keep both sides from coming out. The court refused, allowing both sides to continue dropping bombshells on a daily basis. Consequently, every fresh piece of information, whether true or speculative, has been spread by tabloids and social media. Without a gag order, Baldoni and Lively continued to defend themselves in the court of public opinion. The continuous back and forth, whether it's Lively's side making claims about her alleged mistreatment or Baldoni's followers sharing behind-the-scenes details, is overshadowing any dignity the film may still have. In a move that is practically unprecedented in these circles, Justin Baldoni produced a plethora of documents, texts, and production emails, as well as a website dedicated just to the litigation. According to Baldoni, this information backs up his allegations that he deliberately distorted the facts and swayed public opinion in order to portray himself as the bad guy. Fans and industry watchers are clicking over these files with morbid curiosity. In certain works, ardent attempts at funny twists undercut important emotional circumstances. Others claim to show her changing her mind after negative fan comments surfaced. While some argue that Baldoni's decision to go public was a publicity stunt, his supporters see it as a transparency mission. By laying everything out, he is revealing the truth. The New York Times, a publication well praised for its superb reporting, is about to arrive. A subsequent feature article seemed to significantly back Lively's allegation, presenting Baldoni as a vicious bully who bullied a budding actress. This development has Team Baldoni furious. Supporters of Baldoni claim the Times article a smear attempt, accusing it of selectively citing facts and omitting crucial information on Baldoni's new website. The story caused social media to go into overdrive. Others pointed out that the Times has a history of occasionally publishing controversial items, while others described Baldoni as uncompromising. According to Baldoni's legal team, this story was only published after private conversations with Lively's camp, indicating a secret motive, or whether that is true or merely conjecture has not yet been established. As if competing defamation lawsuits and a terrible box office performance weren't enough, according to rumors, Blake Lively is dealing with much more significant issues.